Well, hello again, Solis Wealth family. Greg Solis here for our weekly update as we are in the third month of this lockdown, quarantine, crazy times. Hope you and your family are doing well. I know it's challenging. Sometimes it feels like Groundhog's Day. And so my very best to you during these times. My family and I have been trying to make the best of it. As I come to you every week, I try to give you a quick update on what we're doing and how we're trying to deal. And we're really trying to thrive during this time. We're hoping not to just survive it, but we truly want to try to thrive. So we've been doing things together as a family that have helped. I mean, it's really been neat to be able to engage at the levels that we have. I mean, we've had just a lot of deep dialogues and great conversations and trying to do some fun things together. We went to the lake last weekend and just had a blast. We took a couple of friends. Emily took a couple of her friends with us and we just had a great time. So love those times with the family, trying to be as safe as possible and doing the social distancing thing, and got my little spray bottle and spraying it quite a bit. There was one Emily's friends liked to chew her fingers, and every time she chewed on her fingernails, I would of course spray her down. So she probably got tired of me. But anyways, those kinds of things we're doing. We're having a good time and just trying to learn and grow. So I hope you are as well. Markets continue, as I've mentioned. I say this every week, and sorry to sound like a broken record, but volatility is going to be the name of the game. In the equity markets, we continue to see a tremendous amount of volatility. And as I have mentioned before, the news continues to be horrible. I mean, these unemployment numbers are just crazy. Retail sales came out down about 16%. Again, lowest in history. We've never seen anything like that. So we've been breaking record after record. I mean, it seems like every week there's new records being broke on really bad news. So again, we shouldn't be surprised by this. We knew this was coming. As I mentioned before, this is not a financial crisis. This is a business crisis. Businesses have been forced to shut down. The good news is, as I've said before, we went into this with pretty strong footing, and I'm pretty optimistic that we'll get to the other side of this. But in the meantime, it's created tremendous volatility. Last Thursday, if you recall, the market opened up. We were down. The S&P 500 was down about 1.9%. Thought it was going to be a rough day, and by the end of the day, we were up 1.3%. That's the kind of volatility that I'm talking about. That's kind of nerve-wracking at times. And that's why we've had to construct the portfolios the way we have to try to weather those storms well. The bond market's been very solid, frankly. We haven't seen a lot of issues in the credit markets lately. That's very encouraging. Oil prices have come up a little bit, and they've been a little bit more stable. That's encouraging. So there are a lot of encouraging things out there, but we think technically, as I mentioned during our last meeting, that we think that perhaps the market got a little ahead of itself. And so last week we did see a little pullback in the markets, which frankly I think was needed. Price earnings multiples just got a little ahead of themselves based upon what we're seeing with the earnings. This is a rough quarter. Second quarter is going to be horrible. Again, we're hoping third quarter and fourth quarter might be better, and the market's trying to price that in, as I've mentioned before. So overall, things seem to continue to move in the right direction, but I just want to continue to tell you to hang on tight. It's going to be volatile for a while because there's a lot of uncertainty out there. And so it's going to be challenging. But I do see, kind of as I mentioned before, the worst is behind us. Things are continuing to get better. If there's any questions or concerns, as I say every week, do not hesitate to call us. We're getting really good at Zoom meetings. We do a lot of Zoom meetings. I'll give you another silver lining that's kind of neat. We have these studies that we do with the men on Thursdays and Fridays, a little Bible study. And it's kind of neat because usually by this time, everybody's heading out of town for the summer when it gets hot. And some people have. But we had on Thursday morning, we had over 50 people, 50 guys on our call, our Zoom meeting, which was kind of cool. And our Friday morning meetings, we've got great attendance too, which we'd probably be winding down by now if we were all meeting, locally here. So there's another silver lining. We're still meeting. A lot of guys still showing up and getting a good message. So I think that's good. So with that, my very best to you and your family. God bless you. Again, call us if you need us, and we'll look forward to seeing you really soon. Take care.